We all know the best way to care for the planet, together. And the best time to do it, right now. Already, good things are happening in kitchens and at curbsides, and in other ways you may not even be aware of. While everyone's looking at what we drive and how much, there's a whole industry built around getting more out of every vehicle. The automotive aftermarket. The automotive aftermarket keeps America's cars on the road. It's the businesses that manufacture, distribute, sell, and install parts, accessories, and tools, and that service and repair our vehicles. And it's been protecting the environment for decades. Reducing energy use by improving fuel efficiency, reusing car parts and helping us keep cars on the road longer, recycling tires, oil, and oil filters, and the lead, acids, copper, and steel from car batteries so they can be used in manufacturing instead of dumped in landfills. When you add up the ways we can help the environment, the automotive aftermarket is a big part of the solution. In America, we need our cars and trucks to go places. But we can reduce their impact on air, water, and other natural resources by keeping them running properly. Then they use less gas and produce fewer emissions. In the long run, regular maintenance will save us money. And a well-maintained vehicle lasts longer, for its original owner and for people looking for a good used car. With proper routine maintenance, the typical vehicle should deliver 200,000 miles of safe, dependable, and efficient performance. The Automotive Aftermarket sponsors a non-profit organization, the Car Care Council, that teaches consumers the benefits of regular maintenance. Vehicles that run cleaner, better, and longer. And what's better for our cars is better for the environment. Recycling is mainstream now, as long as you're talking about paper, plastic, or glass. But for years, it's been everyday business in the automotive aftermarket. 95% of aftermarket repair shops and parts stores recycle engine oil. 50% of oil filters are recycled, compared to 0 just 10 years ago. The aftermarket's goal is to recycle 100% of oil filters. And when that happens, 160,000 tons of steel a year will be reused, saving 74% of the energy and 40% of the water needed to produce new materials. 300 million tires are scrapped every year, and by recycling those, the aftermarket keeps them out of landfills, where they can cause toxic runoff that contaminates the soil and watershed. And another energy source, batteries, are a real issue for all of us, in our homes and in our vehicles. Today's batteries use lead, acids, and other toxic materials. So say thank you to the 98% of aftermarket companies that recycled 63 million batteries last year. Because of that, 1.4 billion pounds of lead didn't need to be mined, and 1.4 billion pounds of lead was not dumped into our environment. Still, other materials play a part in the day-to-day business of the automotive aftermarket, like wood pallets and plastic containers, cleaning solvents, and scrap metal. They're recycled too, making our environment and our communities a little safer. It takes work to do the everyday things that protect the environment we share, but the automotive aftermarket bears the responsibility with pride, because it's the right thing to do. Recycle and reuse are partners. You can't have one without the other. And the automotive aftermarket has been doing both through the remanufacture of automotive parts. Mechanical devices, no matter how well we take care of them, eventually wear out. That doesn't always mean they're ready to be dumped or have no more usefulness. Remanufacturing the parts that make up an engine or other automotive systems reuses about 88% of the raw materials used in original manufacturing. And rebuilding engines uses only half the energy needed to make a new one. Worldwide, this adds up to a staggering figure. The yearly energy saved by remanufacturing is equal to 10.8 million barrels of crude oil. The yearly raw material saved by remanufacturing would fill 155,000 railroad cars. And don't worry, the remanufacturing companies make sure that parts and engines comply with performance specs. That's why so many remanufactured parts carry the same warranty as new, but cost significantly less. Aftermarket recycling and reusing puts natural resources back in circulation. Taking care of our environment is everyone's responsibility. In our homes, by doing our part, the little things add up. And in the automotive aftermarket, efforts add up a little quicker. The automotive aftermarket makes a difference environmentally because of its scale and its commitment. Its reduce, reuse, and recycle initiatives for plastics, cardboard, paper, pallets, and scrap metal alone are having a measurable effect on petroleum use, timber harvests, and raw material mining. But just as important, the aftermarket is leading the way by showing that the right thing to do for the environment is the right thing to do for business in many ways, and that an industry can have a conscience and an impact. By reducing, reusing, and recycling together, we can drive toward a cleaner future.